Okay, welcome back to Saxon Algebra 1, 3rd edition, lesson 45. So this lesson is on statistics, and more specifically, range, median, mode, and mean. So I found this little thing on the internet, and I thought that it was attractive, so I put it on your lesson for you. So I also found this, and I think this would be a good thing for you to put into your notebook to have as a handy reference guide. Just copy the whole thing in your notebook, and I will allow you to do this time instead of doing your practice problems for your notebook, because I think this chart is going to be very handy for you to have in your notebook. All right, so let's talk about the definitions. Mean means average. So to find, if example, you had these numbers. Well, first of all, it's very important that you line them up from least to greatest. To find the mean, you would add those numbers together and then count how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You would divide that total by 7. So their total is 49 divided by 7 is 7. So your mean here would be 7. Median is the very middle of the number sequence. So if you've got 7, then you do have an exact middle. You've got 3 before, 3 after, 6 is in the very middle, so it is the median. Mode is the number that occurs most often. In this one, 5 is the only number that occurs more than once, so the mode is 5. Sometimes you won't have a mode at all. Sometimes the median, if you have an even number of numbers, then you're going to have to take say the 2 in the middle and add them and divide by 2 to find your median. Okay, and then range is really easy to find. It is the difference in the highest number and the lowest number. So you take the highest number, 12, subtract 3, then your range would be 9. All right, so let's do a problem or two together. The scores on the test were 86, 93, 60, 66, 95, 83, 85, and 78. And then it tells us to find the range, median, mode, and mean of these test scores. All right, so the first thing you see that I did was to line them up, like I said, from least to greatest. And then to help myself, put how many numbers there were. All right, so let's do range first. The highest number is 95, lowest is 60. 95 minus 60 is 35, so the range is 35. All right, looking for the middle. Now this is one of those cases where there are 8 numbers. So I'm going to have to find, let's see, right here, the middle would be between numbers 4 and 5. So what is in between 83 and 85 is 84. So the median is 84. Now in this particular sequence, there is no number that appears more than once. So like I said, there is no mode here, but you're still going to have to write that there is no mode. All right, and then finally, to find mean, I'm going to add all of the numbers and then divide by 8. So when I add those numbers, my sum is 646 divided by 8, and that is going to equal 80.75. All right, let's work some practice problems. Find the range, median, mode, and mean of the following numbers. All right, so going least to greatest, I'm going to have 3, 4, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 12. Alright, so for range, I'm going to say 12 minus 3 equals 9. For median, I'm going to find the middle number. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's between 8 and 9. And what is between 8 and 9 exactly is 8 and a half, 8.5. Alright, mode, there is only one number that repeats, and it is 9. So it's pretty easy. Alright, and then for the mean, we have to add these 8 numbers and then divide by 8. Alright, so let's start from, from here. 9 and 9 is 18. 18 and 12, I know, is 30. Plus 10 is 40. 7 and 8 is 15. 40 plus 15 is 55. 55 plus 7 is 62. So the mean is going to be 62 divided by 8, which is 7. That's 56. Let's see, 8 into 60. Again goes 7. That's 56. 4. 8 into 40 is 5. So 7.75 would be the mean. Alright, now here we've got test scores. So the scores on the test were 81, 79, 96, 66, 81, 70, 89, 80, and 92. And we're going to find the range, median, mode, and mean of each of these test scores. So we're going to line them up. First of all, the lowest score we have is 66. And then we've got a 70. And then we've got a 79, an 80, an 81, another 81, 92, and 96. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers again. So range is 96 minus 66 is 30. Median between numbers 4 and 5 would be 80.5. Mode, there's only one number that repeats, and that is 81. And then for the mean, I'm going to need to add all of these and divide by 8. Okay, so I went ahead and took the stopped the recording and took the time to add these 8 numbers, and you can see here on the side where I've done that. And then I divided the sum by 8, and I kept going because I finally got it to come out to an even number, 80.625. Alright, so good job. I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 46.